Let's now bring you all the news from the world of sports. Over to my colleague, Natasha.
Well, thanks, Evelyn. We're not known as a cricket-crazy nation for no reason, especially when India seems to be smacking those runs in our favour, even after we've lost 2 big wickets in the process. So it's time for the latest from the sports sector. Before we bring you the India-Australia big news, we bring you a local story really. Indian cricket has seen stars coming out from the country's suburban areas like Ranchi and many others, though Tamil Nadu has produced talented cricketers like Krishnamachari Srikanth and Venkatravagan, and of course many more. The state has never produced an international level cricketer from outside Chennai. NDTV Hindu tells you why.
Look at this list of cricketers. These are names of the players who made Tamil Nadu proud by playing for the country. However, what is worrying is that not a single one of them is from any of Tamil Nadu's districts, unlike other state players. Even in the current Tamil Nadu team, there are only 2 players, Arun Karthik and Rajgopal Satish, who hail from Vellore and Trichy districts respectively. The Tamil Nadu Cricket Association officials refused to comment on camera, but off the record have confessed to NDTV Hindu that lack of quality cricket grounds in the districts could be the main reason for no state representation. Ironically, the association allocates nearly 4 lakh rupees to each district every year in the name of development of the game. Where has all that money gone? In Chennai with reporter Sudarshan, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
Well, that is a question that we'll keep asking. Where has the money gone? Now, moving on, of course, as one scam after another is unraveled in the Commonwealth Games, the real estate giant MGF that was contracted to build the Games Village is now at the center of investigations. Today, as the government froze its bank guarantee, NDTV has access to internal documents which indicate that several participating countries raised questions about building defects and safety inside the village. The government's own bailout package to MR worth 700 crores could also be probed. All this on a day when the government accused the company of failing to deliver. NDTV has access to a letter from the Urban Development Ministry to the government, to the Delhi Government Authority, asking them to freeze the bank guarantee of 183 crores that MGF had deposited with the government itself. But the rot in the preparations for the Commonwealth Games could go far deeper than expected, as several agencies, including the IT department and CBI, investigate, while BJP's President Nitin Gadkari questioned the role of the Prime Minister's office in clearing funds for the Games. The Congress also got an opportunity to drag the BJP into the scam at the centre after the Income Tax Department conducted surveys on BJP leader Mittal's properties. And now over to the Lalit Modi saga that continues. The BCCI has strongly reacted after the Supreme Court heard the plea filed by the suspended IPL Commissioner Lalit Modi, who sought a stay on the Bombay High Court ruling that had dismissed his petition for reconstitution of the BCCI Disciplinary Committee. And in spite of the Supreme Court making the strong suggestion to the BCCI to reconstitute the committee, the BCCI has refused to do so on basic grounds that it is a mere fact-finding group of experts and that the final decision will be stamped by the board members themselves. But on the other hand, Modi's plea is based on his opinion that a few members of both the disciplinary committee and the board are clearly biased in their decision against him. Meanwhile, Lalit Modi's lawyer is still confident that the former IPL boss will get a fair treatment from the court, and said that they will reiterate their demand for a new committee to probe allegations against Modi. Now the big news coming in from the pitch at Visakhapatnam, the crucial match, one-day international between India and Australia. India had lost 2 massive wickets, that one of the one-ton batsman Virat Kohli and that of captain cool Mahendra Singh Dhoni. John Hastings was the man behind the Indian knockouts, but nevertheless India can confidently sniff victory with 10 balls remaining, 6 runs required to make that win a reality. The scores are sitting at 283 for 5. The debutant Saurabh Tiwari makes his entry at the crease, partnering Suresh Raina, who's just a few runs away from his half-century.
It's gone through. Will be for a tight call for the umpire. Billy Bowden taking a bit of time, calls it a wide. Sometimes the seam gets into a position.
Well, India are just a few runs away from that massive victory after winning the first 2 test matches against the Aussies, really. So this is quite a big victory for India after the first one-day international. And the news that we're hearing at the moment, of course, is the fact that India has won by 5 wickets against the Aussies. So a huge disappointment for the Aussie batsmen, really, especially with Ricky Ponting back home and watching this match. He must be really missing the action. But of course, India are on top now and have beaten the #1 team, really, the Australians in Vishakhapatnam. So that's the news that we have for you right now. It's a wrap on this bulletin. Thanks for watching.